Coming up on Fulton Today, Fulton police have a new policy to help them take a bite out of crime along a popular Fulton corridor. And why was the Fulton County manager in the Fulton County Jail? We'll explain. Fulton Today starts right now. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis. Areas along Fulton Industrial Boulevard are now designated as drug-free zones. And with this new designation comes a new way for law enforcement officers to crack down on crime. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega has our story.
Fulton Industrial Boulevard created economic wealth for the region, but public safety issues caused a shift. Now the CID is working to bring back the boulevard to its glory days, and the new drug-free commercial zone is a step in the right direction. It was once one of the largest industrial and manufacturing areas.
Fulton County.
But obvious eyesores and public safety issues took its toll along Fulton Industrial Boulevard.
We further identified that drug trafficking was causing a lot of the crime. People addicted to drugs was doing other types of crime like theft, which was causing a lot of problems for the business owners.
For the last several years, the county made FIB a priority by increasing police presence, cracking down on motels, and improving the aesthetics of the boulevard. That's helping spur economic development.
You know, it's really a new day on the boulevard. I'm very proud being very involved with the public safety aspect, that the collaboration and the partnership with the Fulton County Police, as well as the DA's office, has really cleaned up the boulevard. And it's just amazing when you drive down. It's completely different than it was 18 months ago.
Now, the commercial drug-free zone on the northern part of the boulevard means drug dealers will have stiffer penalties.
A lot of the crime that happens in the district is actually coming from a few individuals that are, dealing drugs in the area. So our goal is to get those folks out of the area so the businesses can thrive.
The Community Improvement District, also known as the CID, says its 5-year master plan will not only help the boulevard, but surrounding communities as well. This CID is currently helping to fund several road improvement projects, including the on and off ramps of I-20 near Fulton Industrial Boulevard. That project is expected to start later this year. Reporting along FIB, I'm Priscilla Ortega for FGTV.
Thank you very much, Priscilla. Meanwhile, Fulton's fire chief brings together his top brass to make sure that everybody is on the same page when it comes to serving the public. Chief Larry Few gathered his leaders for the forum at Station 11 along Fulton Industrial Boulevard. The chiefs from the 10 different stations got firsthand information about the goals and the updates for their department.
Today was the first in a series of 3 fire chiefs forums that we are having to keep our firefighters informed on, our budget, things that are occurring in the county, and just on their service delivery activities.
The forum was excellent. The chief came out and gave some excellent information on what's going to happen in the future. So we appreciate him coming out, giving us the information that we can pass along, not only to our crew, but also to the citizens.
Fulton's fire department covers over 106 square miles of unincorporated South Fulton. The department is supported by close to 150 employees. Students attending this year's session of Fulton County Citizens University get up close and personal with members of the justice community. The class heard from judges and other top judicial leaders. The students learned all about the court's caseload and the overall challenges of the largest judicial system in the state.
I wish that everybody could at least experience Fulton County Citizens University, because our employees that made presentations each week, they were professional, they knew what they were talking about, the paperwork backed up what they were telling us, and if we could just let that be known countywide, that we have professional people here that are doing wonderful jobs, people who love their jobs, who love the county, and they're giving it all that they have.
I love the class. The class is awesome. This is something that should definitely be continued.
The class also visited with the county's public works team. The Fulton County manager spends part of his day in the Fulton County Jail. Dick Anderson visited the Rice Street facility and met with Sheriff Ted Jackson and members of his command staff. The county manager walked through many areas of the facility and saw the housing units, the kitchen, and the medical area. He was warmly greeted by employees.
It's not only what you would expect it to be, it's much more than that. It's preparing food for 2,300 people on a daily basis. It's doing medical services for 2,300 people if needed, psychiatric services. So it's really, truly an enormous undertaking and operation. And I just want you to know it's in very good hands with both the sheriff and the chief jailer, both of which have been great hosts today.
The jail visit was a part of the manager's ongoing tour of county facilities. Fulton County allocated some $59 million for renovations to the jail back in 2009. Just this year, a judge released the jail from federal oversight. Up to 2,500 inmates can be held inside the facility at one time. By now, you may have seen or heard about the Fulton County family saying farewell to a pioneer in the sheriff's office. Well, we here at FGTV also wanted to bid a proper farewell to Mochis, the crime-fighting canine. It was through the silent hugs from colleagues and friends that the emotion of the day spoke volumes. This was a farewell to Deputy Mochis, a 12-year-old Labrador Retriever, the first explosives crime-fighting canine for the Fulton County Sheriff's Office.
It means a lot. Words are not enough. Can't express it.
See, all these people came out to see you.
Retired Sergeant Kirk Markham perhaps took this day harder than his human and canine friends from Metro Police agencies who all came to support him and Mochis. He had not only been his partner since 2004, but also his owner since they both retired in 2011.
Throughout the law enforcement community and the canine community, people do not really realize how much work we put into these dogs or how much work they give us and how much love they give us. We're with them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
During Mochis' years of service, he was extensively trained by the ATF. He worked at the Fulton County Courthouse, the jail, and 4 different Super Bowls, just to name a few. But for nearly a year, Mochis suffered from debilitating arthritis. So on this his final day, it was time to put him out of his pain.
They know our good days, and our bad days. But they're still there. They give us unconditional love.
Markham carried him inside the Roswell Animal Hospital, and his friends followed in support. Even his canine brothers must have known something was happening, as they too whimpered as everyone said goodbye.
There's so much work and so much love that are put into these dogs that it hurts when they leave us.
And when we come back, putting Fulton County residents back to work. It's a part of our district-by-district coverage next. Fulton joins in the celebration in honoring some of the best and hosts a big job fair with hopes of getting people back to work. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage. We begin with the Fulton County Chairman as he helps to honor civic and community servants. The at-large commissioner participated in the annual Urban League of Greater Atlanta Spirit of the League Awards banquet. This year's theme was Investing in Youth Today, Empowering Young Adults Tomorrow. 4 young men from the Urban Youth Empowerment Program and TV and film and Broadway actress Keke Palmer accepted this year's awards.
I'm trying to hold back tears. It feels that good, man, because I have so many people that look up to me, man, and expected me to do great things, and I'm finally accomplishing the things that I never thought I could be able to do, man. So to be here is phenomenal, man. This is better than any feeling I've ever had in my life.
This has been a great, outstanding event for young men who had challenged backgrounds and found themselves on the doorsteps of the Urban League of Atlanta, Greater Atlanta, and got involved with their many programs, and they have truly transformed their lives.
For the last 90 years, the Urban League of Greater Atlanta has fostered economic empowerment. District 2 seniors, mark your calendars. Next week, you'll be able to enjoy a brand new way to compete and stay fit. Commissioner Bob Ellis will join the celebration for the opening of the brand new bocce court at the Benson Senior Multipurpose Facility.
Well, it's really important for seniors to have this because it's wonderful exercise for them. It's not too strenuous, but yet it is exercise, and just about anybody can do it, you know. So, and it's a lot of fun, and of course, seniors are really competitive.
In simple terms, bocce is an Italian game that's like bowling, usually played on a long, narrow court. The first throw bocce celebration will be next Thursday, June 24th, from 10 a.m. to noon at the Benson facility. The event is sponsored by the Friends of Benson Incorporated. In District 4, Commissioner Joan Garner helped to sponsor a job fair at the Adamsville Regional Health Center. Staff worked hard to best partner those looking for employment with vendors who participated in the event.
I think it shows that while the economy is bouncing back, we still have citizens that are unemployed, qualified citizens that are looking for good opportunity. And with the caliber and quality of the employers that have joined us, such as CVS, such as Seedco and Porsche and State Farm, we really have quality employers who are seeking quality citizens, and they are all here at the job fair.
We also have Dover Staffing, we have the Grand Hyatt, Starwood Hotel, so we have a number of jobs that are here, and the employers are definitely ready and willing to hire.
Just moved to Fulton County 2 days ago, and I'm actively seeking employment. I went on the website and received several emails in reference to this job fair, so I wanted to come down and check it out. I saw a list of the employers, and I came to just get more information and hoping that I can secure employment.
The Office of Workforce Development provides employment services year-round. You can contact a specialist in their office for more details. And finally, in District 6, a group of men rise and shine early to walk in observance of Men's Health Week. The 1-mile sunrise walk gave the seniors an opportunity to support each other in their quest to remain fit and healthy. Some of the men are participants in the county's senior facilities programs.
We do appreciate so much the extraordinary hard work and sacrifice which the men of this county had given to help us build strong and safe communities. And so we look forward to all of the activities that will be held at the Harriet Darnell facility and throughout Fulton County during the month of June.
According to the Center for Disease Control, there are simple things that one can do to improve one's health, like eating more vegetables, digesting less salt, and walking just 30 minutes a day. Doctors say men are typically worse than women in taking care of their health or going to the doctor. Walks like this and Men's Health Week are designed to encourage men to do both.
It gives us a chance to come out and see some of the people that have a little difficulty out walking and those that do the job well, likewise.
For more information about the county's health program specifically for men, call 404-612-1211. And when we come back, Fulton's Fresh Mobile Farmers Market is back in service. Stay with us. A program that helps people living with HIV and AIDS is getting more funding. That means that more people will be able to get the services they need through the Ryan White program. Bridget Harris is the Assistant Director of the Ryan White program. Welcome to Fulton today.
Hi, Shania. Thanks for having me.
So first things first, talk to us about the overall needs of your clients through the Ryan White program.
The Ryan White program is designed to improve the health outcomes of persons that are living with HIV disease. Our overall goal is to get these persons into care to have viral suppression as well as to reduce the risk of the disease transmission. In addition to that, a lot of our clients, at least 70% of them, do not qualify for enrollment in the Affordable Care Act marketplace, also known as Obamacare. So we have additional concerns from our clients in the areas of transportation, mental health challenges, as well as substance abuse issues that need to be addressed before persons can actually address all that is needed and required for the treatment and care of HIV disease. We also struggle with the fact that due to Georgia not participating in Medicaid expansion, it creates a huge need for services that the Ryan White program provides.
And now tell us about the funding increase.
We are excited with the Ryan White program because this year we received an additional $1.4 million from HRSA, which stands for the Human Resources and Services Administration. So this year we have a total award amount of $23.7 million to serve persons for treatment and care for HIV disease.
And Bridget, how will these funds likely be used?
We are required by our funder to provide core medical services as well as supportive services. Some of these categories consist of providing primary care, medical case management, substance abuse, as well as mental health services. We realize also that in order for persons to receive treatment and care, that there may be barriers that would prevent them from doing so. So our supportive services are in the areas of transportation. We also provide child care services, legal assistance, as well as food delivered meals. In addition to that, we have a very unique aspect to the Ryan White program, and that is a planning council, which helps us every year to determine the funding priorities for the categories that I mentioned. So we'll find out specifically what those priorities are later this month.
And your final thoughts?
Each year through the Ryan White program, we are able to serve 13,000 persons that are living with HIV disease. And because there are an increase in reported cases of HIV, we received additional funding through Fulton County. So what we'd like for people to do is, if you're HIV negative, we want you to get tested. We want you to know your status. And if you're HIV positive, we would like for you to get in care, enroll in our programs, take your medications so that you can have viral suppression, and also prevent the spread of HIV disease. Help us help you to improve your health and the overall outcomes of the community.
Bridget Harris, Assistant Director with the Ryan White Program. Great information. Congratulations. Thank you for your time.
Thanks again for having me.
Now, for more information on the Ryan White Program and their services, you can call their office at 404-612-8285. Well, the ever-popular program that provides fresh produce is back. The celebration of Fulton Fresh Mobile Farmers Market's 5th year kicked off at Berean Seventh-day Adventist Church. This summer, Fulton's Cooperative Extension's mobile units will travel to 22 communities identified as food deserts. Now, food deserts are large areas with limited or no mainstream grocery stores.
Our program shows them what to do with fresh fruit and vegetables, a small amount of vegetables, and it shows them how to cook them very, very healthy.
I had some good raw collards, and it was a delicious dish. I've tried that with the kale. It was very good and nutritional.
In order to receive the fresh produce, residents must live in the community and attend a nutrition education class. The classes include a healthy cooking demonstration. Now, to get the schedule and location for the mobile units, call 404-332-2400. Fulton County employees do their part to save more lives than they expected. The American Red Cross turned the Government Center atrium into a massive blood drive collection center. During the quarterly drive, employees and residents donated 101 pints of blood. That's 126% of the goal. The blood collected will help over 300 people.
Overall, it doesn't hurt and it means something.
to maybe it saves another life, who knows. I think it's a great difference maker at such a low price that I think it's very worthwhile to do.
It's summertime, so we have more people on the highways. We have less people in schools. A lot of our blood supply comes from high schools, so we have those students that are on summer vacation, so therefore the increase of people on the highway, so there's the increase for accidents. So we do have, tend to have more accidents, so we need to have the blood supply on hand in case of an accident or incident like that.
According to the Red Cross, about every 2 seconds in the U.S., somebody needs blood. Adults can donate every 56 days as long as they are in good general health and weigh over 110 pounds. If you want to help save a life by giving blood, you can go to redcrossblood.org. And when we come back, a new kind of summer camp. Stay with us. Well, this year's summer arts camps are bringing out the creative side in children. The week-long camps allow students ages 5 to 12 to participate in dance, art, music, and theater classes. Each week, there is a big performance. This video shows the children practicing for a play about Australian culture at the Southwest Arts Center.
These camps are so important because it gives the children an outlet to express themselves and really tap into their creative genius. I've been with this camp for the past 8 years, and it's just been such a joy to see the children grow and blossom and really sort of discover, like, hey, I'm really good at art. Why don't I, really consider about being an artist or, any other facet? This gives the kids to just express themselves and to have fun.
There are more summer camps at other centers, including the Aviation Community Cultural Center. The center will host the Flight of the Imagination Aviation Around the World camp. Children will learn about the pioneers of aviation in a fun environment. Now, that weekly camp starts July 6th, and breakfast and lunch will be provided. For more information on how to register, go to fultonarts.org. And finally, for more physically active campers, the Parks and Recreations Department has a number of programs. These camps allow children to swim, play basketball, and other sports, all while socializing with their peers.
We do all types of sporting activities, whereas tennis, kickball, basketball. They play on the playground. We teach them relay racing, arts and crafts. They also get lunch, and then we added something new this year. It's called Cha-Cha Rides. It's like a cha-cha exercise type program.
The camps are now underway, and they run until the end of July. To register for the Parks and Rec Summer Camps program, call one of the parks directly at the number right there on your screen. And before we go, we want to remind you to connect with us online. Check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and of course, follow us anytime on our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you for joining us. Watch us each week for news around and about Fulton County.